If one universe exists, then it seems that there must be very many, perhaps even an infinite number of universes. Our universe has to be seen as just one component of a vast array of universes, a self-reproducing system connected only by the tunnels through space-time, which in this view are perhaps better regarded as cosmic umbilical cords that join a baby universe to its parent. But there is still a puzzle of why inflation should have just the right strength to lead to a universe like our own. The natural size for a universe is down in the subatomic region, on the scale of the Planck length, 10 to 35 of a meter, the smallest distance that can exist. This is where evolution comes in. The key element is the idea that every time a black hole collapses into a singularity and a new baby universe is formed with a new spacetime, the laws of physics that are born with it are slightly different. The force of gravity, for example, may be a little stronger or weaker than in the parent universe. The process resembles the way mutations provide the variability among organic life forms on which natural selection can operate. Each baby universe is not a perfect replica of its parent but a slightly mutated form. The original and natural state of a baby universe may indeed be to expand out to a few times the Planck length before collapsing once again. But if the random changes in the workings of the laws of physics, which is the mutations, happen to allow a little bit more inflation, then a baby universe will grow a little larger. If it becomes big enough, it may separate into two or more different regions that each collapse to make a new singularity and thereby trigger the birth of another generation of universes. Those new universes will also be slightly different from their parents. Some may lose the ability to grow much larger than the Planck length, and will fade back into the quantum realm. But some may have a little more inflation still than their parents, growing even larger, producing more black holes and giving birth to more baby universes in their turn. The number of new universes that are produced in each generation will be roughly proportional to the volume of the parent universe. This explains the otherwise baffling mystery of why the universe we live in should be set up in what seems at first sight such an unusual way. Just as you would not expect a random collection of chemicals suddenly to organize themselves into a human being, so you would not expect a random collection of physical laws emerging from a singularity to give rise to a universe like the one we live in. Smolin has stopped short of suggesting that the universe is alive, but heredity is one of the defining attributes of life, and Smolin suggests that universes pass on their characteristics to their offspring with only minor changes, just as people pass on their characteristics to their children with only minor changes. Universes that are successful in evolutionary terms are the ones that leave the most offspring. Provided that the random mutations are indeed small, there will be a genuinely evolutionary process favoring larger and larger universes. Before Charles Darwin and Alfred Wallace came up with the idea of evolution, many people believed that the only way to explain the existence of so unlikely an organism as a human being was by supernatural intervention. The apparent unlikelihood of the universe has similarly led some people to suggest that the Big Bang may have resulted from supernatural intervention. There is no longer any basis for invoking the supernatural. We live in a universe which is exactly the most likely kind of universe to exist, if there are many living universes that have evolved in the same way that living things on Earth have evolved. Have you ever dived deep into your own thoughts about the universe, life, and the whole idea of existence, what it all means and where we are headed? I am sure you must have, and so have I quite a lot actually, as this is one of my most favorite topics to think and discuss about. And it has been our nature as humans, from the very beginning, to think about and make sense of all these mysteries. I find it very interesting that during one of these episodes, we come up with so many ideas and theories to answer the most difficult questions. Our train of thoughts led us to places we've never been before and turns us into the most short-lived philosophers the world has ever seen. Now, let's look at the universe and try to compare it with the structure of the cell. The universe is made up of galaxies. Galaxies are made up of solar systems, and solar systems consist of stars around which planets revolve. Notice the similarity. The universe is just a cell on a very grand scale. Scientists believe that the universe came into existence after a Big Bang and is currently in the expansion stage. But the time will come that the universe will perish either by collapsing or expanding too much. Similarly, a cell is born, it grows, and one day it dies. Now, coming to the real point I want to make. A living cell has billions upon billions of particles that know just what to do to keep the cell alive. It is a well-oiled machine, it is a system, but the strange part is that these particles, in themselves, are nothing but non-living elements. Carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen and many other elements which are not alive and come together to form something like a cell that is seemingly alive. On a grand scale, everything knows how to behave and exactly what to do too. Gases come together to form stars. Planets start revolving around the stars. When the time comes, everything knows the proper way to go. It is again a well-oiled machine where the parts involved have some sort of intelligence. It all seems programmed to some extent, doesn't it? This led me to think that maybe our universe is just a cell made up of all these smaller parts. Who knows, it is just one of the trillion of other cells. Scientists are already starting to believe in a multiverse, so who knows, this might be true after all. It may also raise a bigger question, however, that if all the universes are like cells, who is the ultimate organism? So where do we come in? Let's say hypothetically that the above theory is true. Then what happens to our identity? In my mind, if the universe is a cell, we are like bacteria inside that cell. Teeny tiny bacteria, roaming around minding our own business. The same happens inside the cells of our own bodies too. There are trillions of bacteria living in the cells of our body that are literally a part of us. There are more bacteria in our body than our own cells. So, you are not really even you. Dearest friends, thanks for watching. To support our channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this video. As you do so, may the Most High God bless you beyond your imagination. Amen.